Well, hello and welcome back. I'm Kieron Seamons and this is my magical world. My magical world of ink. So, you've come here to watch some drawing and this is where all the fun begins. So, if you're in the mood to just kind of relax and let some ink fly, let's do some drawing. I have no idea what today's drawing is going to be, but that's part of the fun. Because it's just going to be funky. So let's do some drawing. This way. Well, hello and welcome back. So, you want to do some drawing? Well, this is where it's all going to be fun. This is where we're going to start. This is where it's all going to be coming from the magical pot. Right, so today I'm going to start with a nice splash. As you can see, I've got my extra warm hat on today because here is like the Ice Age in the south of England. Yes, the Ice Age. Yes, you heard me right. So, we are going to start with a beautiful big splash. Are you ready? Are you ready? Boom! Oh! Now that looks stunningly gorgeous. Let's just get some more. That's nice. Ooh, now that gets me going already. Already the juices are flowing. I have no idea what it's going to be, but that's the best part. So we're just going to dip our pen in. That is today's pen. And we are going to have a look and see what's going to come up with that. You know what? I love the way that splash has already come up to be a line. And it's kind of given me this feeling that it's something very thick and chunky. And I love to kind of play with these lines. And alright, don't like that nib. Let's change that one over. Different nib, a little bit thinner, but Mr. Miro's jumping around underneath my table. If you don't know, Mr. Miro is my little dog, my little Chinese crested dog, and he is crazy. Right, my brain is giving me some ideas of what this could be. And at this point, I just kind of follow whatever my mind tells me. You know, it's like my brain will just kind of say, why don't you draw a nose? Why don't you draw a pair of glasses? Why don't you? And that's the way I follow it. I just follow it by pure feeling. So all of my drawings are just from feeling. Whatever I feel, whatever the mood takes me. Mr. Miro squeaking underneath. I'm not quite sure what that was about. And I kind of got this feeling of like a really chunky rhinoceros. Where that idea came from? Well, you'll have to ask my first brain or my second brain or my 15th brain or whatever. Wherever these thoughts come from. We have just got back from a fantastic run in the park, so I'm sure Mr. Miro is going to be exhausted. There was a lot of dogs running around today. Met some lovely people. As is every day. You meet some lovely people just strolling in the park. That's nice. That is really nice. Give me this feeling of like really big kind of flared nostrils. You know, like he's almost like breathing hot air out of them. try and get this nice and... I love the way that the rhinos have those kind of pointy lips almost, you know. And today is my new hat. I haven't worn this hat before, but it's very warm, so it will help. It'll help keep my brains warm. Now I kind of like the idea that he's got a very big kind of fat lip. Like that. And the beautiful part about these kind of sketches, I call them ink sketches. They're not really illustrations as a point. They're more kind of like ink sketches. Is the fact that these kind of sketches are just pure relaxed feeling and relaxed thinking and just letting the ink flow out of your fingers, you know. Well, not out of my fingers, but out of the nib that's being held by my fingers. Because I know some of you people will get a bit technical and say, ink coming from your fingers? What do you mean? And there he is. Kind of love this idea. Let's give him some nice kind of... Ooh. Give him some dark shading under those eyes. You imagine he's kind of been sitting there and he's sitting under this big tree, keeping out of the sun that's kind of a little bit too hot at this time of day. This is how I imagine him. He's just sitting there thinking, wow, boy, oh boy, that's a hot day today. And he's a very happy rhinoceros. It's just like he's a little bit grumpy today because it's just been a bit too hot, you know. And all these cheese sandwiches that he's been having in his back pocket that have all got a little bit gunky and sticky. Yes, of course rhinoceroses eat cheese sandwiches. Don't you know that? Dear, dear, dear. That's one of his ears. That's his other ear. These nibs are getting a bit bendy today. Let's just change that over. Same nib, exactly the same nib, so you all know. I think it's back to an old Geo Hughes nib for this one. Let's just check my... They're all moving. Let's get some nice lines going down in there with under his cheekbones, which is going to be down here. And just to prove it, I'm going to... just to prove my theory that rhinoceroses eat cheese sandwiches, I'm going to give him a little arm that's going to be holding some cheese sandwiches. And if you've got anything to say about rhinoceroses not eating cheese sandwiches, you write and tell me. Yes, you. I wonder what rhinoceroses do eat. I guess all the other rhinoceroses probably eat boring grass or something, but not Jeremy. This is Jeremy, by the way. Jeremy here loves a good cheese sandwich. He absolutely would die for a nice... I'll tell you what I do like is a nice cheese triangle. Have you tried those, like Dairy Lee or something like that? I love those. I love those cheese sandwiches. I know they're kind of like a kid's sandwich, but... or some people think they're kids sandwiches, but I love Dairy Lee sandwiches. There's a little Dairy Lee inside. All that cream cheese sandwich. And there's his little sandwich in his paw. Paw or hoof. Is it a hoof? And he made these sandwiches himself this morning just before he went out. Before he went out into the heat. And he's now starting to get a little bit worried about these cheese sandwiches melting under this very hot African sun. And let's give him a little. And what goes very well with Dairy Lee cream cheese sandwiches, especially when you're in the African jungle and or the African plains. Exactly correct. 10 points for that man there. A glass of wine. A glass of wine, indeed. Indeed, indeed, my fair friends. A glass of Bordeaux. In a rather delicate glass. Because Jeremy doesn't mix with the common rhinoceroses. He deals with the upper class ones. Lovely. Now that is a beautiful rhino. Jeremy the Dapper, the other rhinoceroses call him. Jeremiah to his friends. That is beautiful. I love that. That is a gorgeous, gorgeous rhino. Yes. I'm going to get him doing he's sitting up there. Doing like a yoga pose because I want to have a little bit of space down there. So I'm gonna get him doing he's kind of like sitting in like a kind of yoga pose, you know, those kind of crossed legs type of thing. You know what I mean? You know what I'm going on about. Jeremy loves a drop of Bordeaux while he's doing his yoga. And chomping on a Dairy Lee cheese sandwich. That is exactly what we want to see. That's come up really nice, isn't it? We can give him some little kind of lumps and spots and things like that, as they've got quite lumpy skin if I remember. Oh, he's a handsome devil, isn't he? That is one very, very beautiful rhinoceros. We could have him sitting on a little delicate cushion, couldn't we? Let's have that little cushion come down there. Because Jeremy doesn't want his bottom to be bitten by the African ants, so he has brought along his own cushion. And there it is there. That's his bottom sinking into this lovely soft cushion. To give him a little tail. Beautiful. Jeremy, you are a handsome devil. Jeremy, the handsome rhinoceros. That should be the title. Now, let's give it a nice stripy feeling to it. That would be nice. Beautiful. What do you think of this one then? I don't know if I can get Jeremy the handsome rhinoceros in my title. Oh, that is just delightful. Just get some texture down there. I'm going to have to squeeze my name in here. I'm going to have to squeeze my name in on the pillow. Or can I squeeze it? Oh, well, let's just do it on the pillow. My name is Kieron Seamons. Of course, you already know that. Of course you do. And you have subscribed, right? You have. If you haven't, why not? Come back and have some of this crazy drawing fun that we have here. It is so much fun every time. And we need more viewers. So if you know somebody would like this channel, if you know somebody would like a nice inky mess, send them this video and say, man, check this baby out. This is wild and funky. And Jeremy agrees with that. I love that. I absolutely love that. Alright, where's my brush gone? I'll put it back in the water now, haven't I? Oh, yes. You can imagine a nice blue-grey colour to him. That would be just delightful. Let's just tip that up in there. Bring that all the way down there. Just to kind of frame it up in there. Boom. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Look at that. I love that frame. Just past his nostril. That is absolutely gorgeous. But what do you think, my fair friends? What do you think? Is this a gorgeous rhinoceros? You can just imagine him under the sun eating his cheese sandwich, glass of wine. Is that gorgeous? Well, that is today's drawing for you. Thank you very, 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 very much for being here. I am so happy with all your comments. I love getting your comments. I love just interacting with you people. I love it. So send me a comment. Subscribe if you haven't. And if you know somebody that might want to watch the video, send them a link. Send it out to everybody. Send it to the world. And we'll get more people on here to watch these drawings, because they're a beautiful part of my day and I love it. So, thank you very much for being here today. I hope you loved the new hat. Send me a comment. What do you think? It's definitely keeping my brains warm in this ice age of the UK. So, I will see you again very, 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 very soon. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.